Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Jo. I'm a personal trainer, health and nutrition life coach, mindset coach, and I help men and women get rid of their emotional attachment to food, learn how to live healthy, balanced, fit, and flourishing lives. How do you manage work and stress and kids and family and still live a healthy life? That is what I do here. If you are interested, please stick around. In today's video, I want to talk about the number one thing that helped me restore my metabolism. And if you have not watched my story, you'll have to go back to a couple videos. Well, actually not a couple, more like 10 or 15 videos. But if you do not know, I used to be a competitor. Back before competing was cool, I competed and I was on very strict macros. At one point I was eating like 900 calories a day and I was working out 2 hours a day, and effectively ruined my metabolism, down-regulated my metabolism. I was that girl who was like, if I eat a carb, I will gain weight, and I was right. I was that girl who could not lose. The audacity, like unmitigated gall of him to always need a sip of water whenever I need to film a video. Are you okay, pumpkin pie? Come here. Who's the big boy? Who's the biggest boy in the whole wide world? Who's the biggest boy in the whole wide world? Off. So anyway, I was that girl, and some of you guys have been there, or you are there right now, and you're like, why can't I lose weight? Or, I'm working out super hard and my weight's not going anywhere. And I'm gonna share with you the number one thing that changed the game for me. I'm like, please don't knock over this tripod, little boy. And that is, I stopped working out like a man, and I stopped living my life like a man. And some of you guys are gonna be like, what is this girl talking about? We are in a society that really encourages women to be men because, I'm as strong as a man. I'm this as a man. Like, I am not. And I'm okay with it. And when I sat in that realization and accepted that, my whole life changed. That is one of the reasons why I quit teaching. And just to be full disclosure, one of the reasons. And I'm gonna get into that in my why I quit teaching video. But I stopped working out like a man and I stopped living like a man. What does that mean? That whole I'm just gonna go hard until I can't go anymore. I'm gonna be the strictest, the strongest. I'm gonna work 14, 16 hours a day. I'm just gonna force myself, no sleep, grind till I die. Y'all could do that if you want to. I will not. I will no longer be doing that. And the day that I decided, and actually I credit my doctor, if you've heard my story, I love my doctor. She abandoned me. No, she has her own private practice now. But if you guys know, if you've heard my story, she was the one, she said, if you do not stop doing this, I will order a bone marrow scrape. I was like, oh, you got like that? Yeah. And we had a very long conversation about the differences between men and women. And what it all came down to was rest, right? I don't have enough testosterone in my body to actually go hard and go home for 20 years. I don't. And when I tried to, I nearly lost everything, including my health. So I was extremely fatigued. It was hard for me to get out of bed. I couldn't lose weight. And so she was the one who actually prescribed rest. She said, you need to go pay, this was back before the pandemic, you need to go pay $25 for a foot massage every single week and don't forget to tip them. And I did. Every single week I got a foot massage. It wasn't the massage itself, it was the resting. And so when people ask me, someone mentioned to me the other day, oh my gosh, you look so fit and you eat whatever you want kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm sleeping more. When I was teaching and I was doing athletic directing, I wasn't sleeping that well. I was stressed out all the time. And even though I was eating well and I was exercising, my body couldn't function as it should. So because I was so stressed out, it was like, wait a minute, we have all these other priorities besides burning fat and besides rest. And so when women ask me well, how do I, restore my metabolism? Aside from nourishing your body with carbohydrates, which helps your thyroid do what it's supposed to do, I tell them to rest. And essentially what that means is stop being a man. Stop trying to be like, I'm just gonna grind through this and push through this. I'm like, that is why you're stressed out. That is why your body is rebelling against you. And this is for competitors. People will say like, I don't feel stressed out. I'm like, there's two kinds of stress. There's internal stress where your body, even though you are, you don't feel stressed, your body is actually under duress because you have been pushing it to the max. And then there's the external stress, like, oh, there's a lot going on in my life, etc. Both of those are problematic as it relates to your metabolism. So for me, when I stopped being a man, that means I cut out all that foolishness about I'm strong. Like, literally so done with the strong black woman trope. Like, y'all could go do that by yourselves. Like, what I will not be doing is being like wearing a cape my whole life. Like, absolutely not. Like, you will find me in a corner somewhere next to somebody's water, sleeping on a beach. I work when I need to work, and I rest when I need to rest, and I honor my resting periods. I honor the fact that my body needs rest. As a woman, I actually am I can work out harder. I can think better, I guess, when I get enough rest. My best ideas, my best workouts for my clients, for my athletes, I learn the best after a nap. So part of that, my metabolism, restoring my metabolism, was making sure that my body had adequate time to repair itself. If I'm not rested, my body is like, wait a minute, why do I need to burn fat? We are in a famine. We are in a distress. There is something going on. We cannot, what do you mean burn fat? You might die tomorrow. Because I was living in a constant state of feeling like I was gonna die, right? Where if I didn't work out, I was gonna die. If I didn't eat perfectly, I was gonna die. If I didn't do this, I was gonna die. Not literally, but those were the signals that I was sending to my brain. And so learning how to rest and really honor my body, I can eat more than I ever have in my entire life. And I say that my metabolism is like that. Like, she gets moving real quick because I let my body rest so it knows it's safe to burn fat. And when you are afraid of rest for whatever reason, you don't want to be weak, you don't want to be that woman who can't handle it. Like, I literally hate that phrase. Cannot stand it. You can't handle it. You are correct. Neither can my ovaries or my adrenals. So I will be in a corner somewhere, sleeping and resting. And I will go hard at it in the morning when I have rest. So you have to allow your body time to feel safe again. You have to allow your body time to restore itself. You have to allow your body time to rebuild its metabolism. And the way that you do that is by resting. You cannot force your body to start increasing its metabolism by working harder. You cannot will your body into that. In fact, you will do more damage. The best thing you can do is rest. And let me tell you guys, you probably will gain a little weight. If you heard my story, I gained 40 pounds. 40 pounds. It was worth it. It was worth it. It was so worth it to gain that weight because number one, I became super detached from my body. Number two, the fact that I can now literally eat what I want without thinking about it and not thinking, oh my gosh, am I gonna gain weight? My body just sheds it like that. Like, oh, it uses it. Worth it hands down to be overweight and obese for like 9 months. Completely worth it to then be able to lift properly, honor my body's need for rest, restore my hormones, let my testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone balance themselves out, and now to be able to live a healthy lifestyle with a roaring metabolism. Worth it. If you're afraid to sit down, if you're afraid to rest, we need to have a little chat. We need to talk about what's really going on because you need this for your metabolism. All right, you guys, if this video was helpful for you, please don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And if you need help with nutrition coaching or fitness coaching, you can go ahead and send me an email or find me on Instagram at JoannaJoy with an I_. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.